1.
I'll be back in the room.
We're there again.
Again
and
for 100th time.
The 100th again.
The 100th time we are back in the room. Can you believe
it? Well, it's the 99th again, isn't it? The first one isn't again. 99th again.
No, I'm yeah. All right, fine. All right, well, if you're new here, or hit that subscribe button, give us a like, even give us a comment, give us a congrats. It really helps us reach more people. Exactly. All right. So, without further ado, let's go to a place where the distractions are landmarks and the detours are the main roads. For the 100th time, welcome to ADHDville.
Oh, wow, new music. Ding, 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 ding.
Oh, yes.
Love it.
Had to be done.
Well, talk me through. You how, what, when, how, who.
What?
How did you put that together?
I mean, I did the original. I just pulled up that file, and then I thought, let's give it a bit more of a celebratory kick up the butt. So there's some Latin drums in there, and I changed some things around. Yeah.
Are there like, but Latin? Is there like? Did I hear like? Those drums they have in the Bahamas. Made out of oil barrels.
Oh, those steel drums? Maybe
steel drums.
Maybe there was some steel drums in there. I can't.
Nice like that.
Yeah. Cool. All right. Well, so do you want to introduce yourself, Mr. Thompson?
Yes,
for the 100th time.
Yeah, go on. 100th time. I'm Paul Thompson. Hello. How the devil are you out there? And I was diagnosed with the combined ADHD and the D again, crawling towards a pair of years ago.
And I'm Martin West, and I was diagnosed with combined ADHD puppy platter in 2013. And we start off, as always, in the King's Agitated Head pub in ADHDville, where we take care of our 100th birthday episode party.
Yeah. And I think we're just going to go through, talk about what the highlights were, the highs and the not so highs.
Yeah. So we're going to kind of this is almost like the most non-ADHD content out of any episode. This is just us. We're just going to have a party. We're just going to chit chat. And at the end, if you gave us a congratulations on TikTok, we will say that after the outro. So hang around for that. If you've given them a message, we will read it out at the back end.
Yeah, at the back end. Because I said highs, and I almost said highs and lows. I don't think there were any lows, were there, Martin? Maybe for you there were. You've had to listen to my dulcet tones on a regular basis for 2 years. On a regular
basis for although after 40,
once a week.
Yes, it isn't normally that regular, which is fair.
Yeah, almost. It's almost every week.
Oh yeah, no, it is. I was just thinking over the because we've been friends for about 40 years or so.
Yeah.
So I haven't spoken to you this regularly since we.
Oh no.
We worked together.
Yeah. Well, we probably didn't speak to each other that much even then.
Exactly. It's like, right, Paul.
Well,
right,
that's right. So we go. Usually, classic conversation was, shall we go and get the croissant?
Oh yes.
and the
Absolutely.
pan au chocolat,
Absolutely.
and the shenanigans around that, because we had a colleague that didn't want to pronounce pan au chocolat. He
No.
refused to try and,
Yeah.
bless him,
Yeah. He
and
said cake. I want cake.
cake.
And we went,
And if we tried to press him, he'd get really angry.
yeah, we go, Alex, it's a pan au chocolat. Do you want a pan au
Yeah,
chocolat? I want cake.
cake. And if we
And
pressed him, if we like made out that we weren't going to go and get him anything unless he tried to pronounce it, at least tried, he'd get really angry.
yeah.
Anyway,
Bless him.
so yeah, but I was like reflecting on this episode the last few days, and there is that strong theme, isn't there, that like men of our age generation, we don't like share very much,
Right.
traditionally. We didn't and still don't generally. So that's been a thing, like I found out things about Martin that I've known for 40 years.
This is
That
nice of
I've had no idea about,
that you
like
speak of.
his penchant for Hawaiian shirts,
Oh,
for
yeah. Every
example.
summer. This is,
Didn't know that.
I know. Well, it's starting to get to fall, which means that I will be putting these away until
Right.
next summer. So this is probably the last Hawaiian shirt of the season.
Is
And then from
it?
here,
Is that
yeah,
a
yeah,
bit
yeah.
early?
Well, where are we? September the 4th. Come on. I mean, we're now
Right.
heading into the fall, surely
Okay.
autumn.
Okay.
If you're not on YouTube, you are missing out because I've got
Oh, absolutely.
I've got like a a banner behind me that says 100 never looked better. No,
It's
100 100 never looked so good. And on my head,
okay.
I have these. I have my 100 sparkly red, brand red. I have
Yes.
ADHD brand red head bobbly things, which is cool. And over
Sparkly as well,
here,
aren't they? Are they like sparkly as well?
yeah, glitter.
Glitter. Right.
Glitter, and I have a which I baked this morning. This is a parsnip cake.
Right.
So if you
Okay.
remember last week or so,
Well, I
I
do.
pulled up some parsnips and I said I was going to make some parsnip cake. I think I said that on TikTok actually. So
Yeah.
this is
Because
the parsnip cake.
so just anyone who didn't see the last episode, go back and watch it, listen to it anyway. But the carrot cake, we're talking about cakes and biscuits. The carrot cake was invented in the 13th century in France. That's as far as the first time they were mentioned or written about. And it was written because if you were poor, you didn't have sugar because it was too expensive. Carrot was the nearest thing you could have and the cheapest thing you could have to add sweetness to a cake. So that's where
Oh
the
yeah,
carrot cake comes in. So then I thought, well, what about the turnip? So it's an
yes,
experiment, right? It's
yes.
like Martin very kindly, charitably said, I'm going to make a turnip cake to prove that it's as sweet and nice as a carrot cake.
Well, I didn't do that because I made a parsnip cake.
Oh, all right, parsnip. Sorry, no, it was parsnip. I get my
Yeah,
parsnips and my turnips mixed up.
yeah.
Parsnip
So
cake. And have you sampled it already, or are you literally trying
no,
it
this
live?
is this is the whole thing. It's a little bit crude, but it is
Beautiful.
like
You've
a
made a lot.
carrot cake. It is,
Right.
but it subs out with parsnip, and there's a cream cheese on top, and in brand red it says 100 on the top, and I'm just gonna kind of like
Lovely.
I want to have a little bit off the end.
Can I just say, you've made a lot of it.
Yeah, I know. There's no way I'm going to eat all that.
No, I was going to say. Okay, drum roll.
That's
Martin's
really good.
testing it. Is it?
Yeah, banging, mate, banging.
Is it? And it's
Oh yeah,
parsnip cake.
yeah.
It's good. Talk us through it.
Okay, well, you've got nutmeg, cardamom, a lot of ginger, cinnamon, in there. I've got nuts in there.
Okay. So
So
how many
it's
parsnips
spicy.
are in there?
There's about 2 large parsnips in there. 1.5 cups of parsnips in
Okay.
American measurements.
So the logic is it shouldn't work, should it? Because we don't usually. It's a savoury thing, isn't it? A parsnip.
Yeah, but so's a
It's on the sweet side. So's the carrot.
so's a carrot. Is I
Yeah.
mean, like, there's not a huge
Yeah.
difference between carrots and parsnips.
Right.
So
So it's just that I suppose carrots are easier to make, to grow.
the same,
The same.
the same.
Okay.
In fact,
Right.
I've found parsnips actually this year. The parsnips have been as successful as the carrots, which is
Really?
good. So those carrots were grown in my garden, by the way. I made them. I made the carrots. Anyway,
Now I'm looking up. I'm looking up. Okay, carry on. I'm looking up the history of the parsnip to see if it is actually a British vegetable.
what do you mean a British vegetable? All right, okay.
Well, in the same
How
way
many?
that the potato is South American.
Oh, I see. I mean, Britain does very well in the root vegetable
Yeah,
department.
yeah. Well done, Britain.
Well
Well,
done,
well done.
Britain, for your
Well
potatoes,
done.
carrots, and other
It seems
root
like a
vegetables.
double celebration almost today.
Right? Yeah. Anyway, so let's maybe start out when we started this goddamn podcast, which
Yeah,
I know that we've said it before, but you said that you'd been looking for ADHD podcasts and when you were coming
yeah.
up short,
I
and you
was.
said, "Yeah,
Because it was generally I found it well so there's a thing that's come up for me more and more is being age appropriate. If you're like mature like we are, late diagnosed. I mean, in the ADHD community, late diagnosed is people like in their late 20s and 30s. And
right,
well, I was diagnosed when I was 56. You were diagnosed when you were 50, 57, 47,
something."
47, something
don't
like
do
that. And I found it really hard to find something that was like it seemed appropriate to me. You've got more baggage, potentially more, trauma with extra years on your, that you've been carrying around, extra weight.
Yeah,
So yeah, and I said to Martin, God, I can't find anything that's like, I don't know, hits the spot. And Martin says, well, why don't you do it? And I said, why don't we do it? And here we are.
right. It's my own fault. I blame myself.
You should. Yeah. And it
Then,
just happened to coincide. That was in the first podcast was on the 18th of October 2023. My diagnosis was 2 weeks before that.
right,
So
right.
they could run parallel. That whole thing. So
Yeah,
it's been a ride.
And you bought a mic, which is what you can see on your screen. Your little Rhodes.
Yes.
What is it? Is it a Rhodes?
I was splashed out straight away.
You splashed in
splashed
typical
out.
ADHD. Like I'm just going to
Yeah.
go and run out and buy the equipment right now.
Yeah.
Way. And then of course I had to get the same one because
I love an excuse to buy tech.
Yeah.
Oh, I love an excuse to buy anything. If truth be known.
Yeah. I mean, you know what? I mean, the sad thing is that I already had a mic. I didn't actually need this mic. I already had one, but but for some reason, my ADHD mind wanted the aesthetics of the same mic rather than
Really?
it being
Okay.
different.
Well, that coincides with also before we decided to. This is interesting. Before we decided to do the podcast together, you had already seen my profile picture. I think probably on Instagram or Facebook, and you decided to do a duplicate of it with your own boat race.
Oh yeah,
You
so
sent me as a surprise the same photograph, but you
right, so
with the same.
dear listener, what was going on was one day Paul changed his profile picture on Facebook or something. Was it on
Yeah,
Facebook?
probably at
Uh,
Instagram, more likely.
and I decided that I was going to replicate the same photo with the same look and the same angles and the same hat and everything. So I bought a hat, I bought the top, and then I took the photo exactly the same, and then I changed mine so that it was his. And then I just sat there and was like, how long until Paul thinks and until Paul realizes that I've basically copied your photo.
Yeah,
And then
right,
you
exactly.
and then after a couple of weeks or something, you change yours again. I went, oh Christ! So I
Yes.
had to. So you had a very designer unique
Mm.
t-shirt, right? Which
Yes.
had that little kind of
Yeah, yeah,
Pac-Man ghost on it. I can't
yeah,
remember the wording on it. So I couldn't afford it or buy it because it wasn't
yeah,
around here. So I had to remake that T-shirt and then get a
yeah.
one-off custom print made of it so that I could wear that T-shirt.
My God. Yeah, yeah,
And then I took
yeah,
a photo and then I put that up online. And then eventually you were like, hang on a second.
yeah. Finally, the penny dropped, and I think I sent you a message. I was like, hang on. And my first instinct was it was some kind of like strange coincidence. That's how slow. That's how slow my mind is. It's weird. I could be so literal and slow on some certain things,
Yeah, yeah,
and
no,
really and
yeah,
really sharp and fast on others.
yes, yeah, yeah, yeah.
You confirm that. You confirm
Right.
it. Yes.
So then that was the template. It was like, oh, you and I look really similar.
Yeah.
So you basically took, yes. So we basically kind of used those shots of me looking like
Yeah.
you, and then that became the
Well,
identity.
well, the other context is people often say that we look like brothers.
Right.
For years, for years, that's
Yes.
been is for years. Even to the extent was even 2 or 3 months ago, one of my students said, "Oh, Prof, we listen to your podcast, we love it. But by the way, the only problem is we can't tell the difference between your voice and Martin's voice.
Mm-hmm.
So apparently, we even sound the same."
I know. I mean, yeah, you look like my brother more than my actual brother,
Right? Okay.
Andy, who I who
Right.
I who I love to the ends of the earth.
Yes.
But
Well, your mother
but
thought we were lovers.
oh yes, my mother thought we were
So
gay, having a nice gay old time.
it's
Yes.
like, where did that come from? Weird.
Well, when
I
I
mean, I
was
love you, mate, but
uh,
not in that way.
when when I was like a baby, I had like curly blonde hair, and my mother thought that I looked like an angel,
Right.
and she always thought I was like a good looking little boy. And for some
Yeah.
reason, she I have no idea, but she thought I was going to be gay, and she kept looking for
What?
signs of it. And
What?
she said, one day, see, she asked me, she's like, are you gay? I was like, no, I'm not gay. She said, oh, that's okay. It's okay if you are gay because gay men are good to their mums. And
Right.
and
What
so
other
she was
motive
hoping,
could you need?
well, when you're a narcissist, people being
Yeah.
good to you is like, yeah. Anyway,
Yeah. Anyway, okay. By the way, update on the turnip. It was actually cultivated by the
parsnip.
Romans, and it's a Eurasian. It's of Eurasian origin, so it's actually all of Europe and all of Asia. Is it? Is
Are you
its
are you talking about
the
turnips
parsnip?
or parsnips? Okay,
Parsnips.
all
Did I
right.
say turnip again?
Yeah,
Oh Christ!
you're fucking you're obsessed, mate. You're obsessed. You're
The
obsessed with the
parsnip.
turnip.
Pastinacca sativa. Pastinacca sativa is the Latin name.
All right.
Wow, such an educational podcast.
God, Lord, it is crazy. So, all right. So we started to do episodes like 0, 1. Actually, you know what? I think episode 1 is still the most downloaded podcast, which is what did Paul's diagnosis look like? And it was the story of you getting your diagnosis
Right. Yeah.
in hospital. So that was fun. And then we
And I'm
had our
still
first
confused.
guest. And we had our first guest, Jonathan Astor, on episode
Mhm.
9.
Yes.
So he was our guinea pig, just to
Yeah.
kind of
And we've
see
had
whether.
since him we've had 10 guests. We've had 11 guests in total.
All right.
11 guests. I've got a list. Like, heads up for all our wonderful guests. Because for me, one of the main highlights has been the guests. Right.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll go quickly through the guests in no particular order. We've got Jonathan, Alice, Vanessa. Oh no, 12. Jonathan, Alice, Vanessa, Jenny, Lucy, who I missed, which I wish I'd actually been there. I was working in Palermo at the time. Then we have Seth, David, Chloe, Michael, Tina, Willie, and Maddie. So 12 altogether. And it's been such a joy for me, the guest part of it.
Yeah.
We don't have the money, for like expensive, famous people who've got ADHD that all the other podcasts have. And it's just normal people, normal ADHD people with their stories. Just been a blast.
Right.
Been so cool.
Was Willie the Dubs in there?
Yeah, Willie.
In your
Yeah.
list? All right. Yeah, he was in there.
Second to last. Yeah.
All right. Yeah, Chloe. Yeah, she talked about dyspraxia. So that was episode 21. I'm just kind of looking.
We've got Tina's twice, so it could say that's 13 guests, but it's twice the same person.
It's the same guest. We had on episode 38 we had my friend Seth Davison. Oh no! That it was episode 38 was a David who owned the koi, who once owned a koi operation.
A koi shop.
Yeah,
on a whim.
That was a fun,
he bought a koi shop on a whim.
I know, that was hilarious. And then episode 43 was the school psychologist Seth Davison, who I don't think no one knows this, even you, Mr. T, but Seth listens to all our episodes.
Good on you.
So from a
good man, Seth.
And then if he has any feedback from a psychologist point of view, he texts me and say, "Oh, by the way, this is wrong," or whatever, which he's only ever done once. So
okay. I thought it was a constant thing.
No,
It's only once. Okay.
but if there's something wrong, he will. He
Right.
will. I have faith,
Okay.
Seth, that you will
Okay.
text me and put me right, and also I can then put a disclaimer in the show notes,
Mm-hmm.
so I can kind of pull that out. Yeah, we had Lucy, which was episode 50, and she kind of talked to us from she came. She was born in Africa, so it was kind of good to kind of get her point of view. Boy, yeah. I mean, Alice, your friend, that was episode 58. Talked about
Wow.
autism a lot there.
Yeah. Well, she was actually diagnosed with Asperger's only because still in Italy, that's they're kind of a bit kind of old school on how they name their autism and
Wow.
things. So in Italy you could still have ADHD and actually be diagnosed with Asperger's. So they're kind of it's a bit loose around the seams in Italy.
And then episode 74, we had, as you said, Vanessa, who's who had that was a crazy, chaotic.
That was incredible.
Right.
That was incredible.
And she's getting married in like not long. I mean, like it's like just over a week or something that she's getting married. And then we had episode 75, Jenny Lucas, who I am getting back for a second visit in November, because she's got a book coming out.
Fabulous.
So and we really liked her. So
someone else has got a book coming out, but we'll talk about that maybe later.
And then absolutely, and then where are we? I'm just scrolling down. And then we had a big old
scrolling.
I know.
Keep those weapons.
You're right. And then we had Tina, your ADHD bestie, episode 93, and episode 97 as well, because we kind of.
You've left out. Did you have Michael in there? It's Michael from
Michael's in
Canada?
there. Sorry, he's way back in. Where was he? He was Michael, who we still talk to on the Tiki Talks. He was episode
Autistic Lime.
Episode 14. And then the last guest we had was Katie from ADHDable Life, which was also another very fun episode.
It was. Yeah. So it's been really interesting. It just highlighted to me how unique everyone's ADHD is.
Absolutely. You know what? One thing is I was thinking about the guests. No, not the guests, but the people who support us and comment and like and subscribe and all that. And one thing that struck me this morning when I was thinking about all of them is that they all have a sense of humor. They all like to laugh. They're all fun. People.
Can you imagine a party?
Yeah.
With all of our loyal listeners and followers and all of our guests all in the same room. What would that be like? I think it'd be a riot. It'd be brilliant.
I know, right? It would be a laugh.
We'd need a bigger cake though.
Yeah. Oh, just moving around. We're gonna need a bigger cake.
Cue the Michael Caine voice. We're gonna need a bigger cake. Nowhere near it.
No, you're getting mixed up with Jaws and the
yes,
the
we're going to need a bigger boat.
Yeah,
we're going to need a bigger boat. Well, that's a coincidence. There was an interview. I watched an interview with what's his name, the director, very, very famous director, Steven Spielberg, he said that they were absolutely, one of the actors was he was completely drunk and had to cancel it, even had the boats ready and everything, because it was actually shot in the sea. They had to cancel it and reschedule it because one of the actors, the main of the three, not the captain, but one of the other two, wasn't Richard Dreyfuss, it was the other one. The sheriff. It would be the sheriff. He rocked up one day and he was completely legless. He could barely stand, and had to reschedule.
Right.
Yeah.
I thought it was the classic boat scene where they're talking in the boat and they're all drunk.
Yes.
And
they were drunk.
The
but
captain
acting drunk
was the one who was plastered.
Oh yeah, but they were acting drunk. In this case, he was literally drunk, and they couldn't actually go. They couldn't actually do it.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Anywho. I think that there's. I think we can. I mean, what else have you got that you wanted to say?
Yeah, I've got only that the podcast, the 100 podcast, coincides, almost exactly with my diagnosis, and just the thing where just being such a roller coaster. I think probably I wouldn't have studied so much about ADHD had it not been for the fact that I have to do research for the podcast every week,
right?
Which has helped me a lot. I wouldn't have been as disciplined otherwise.
No,
listening to podcasts, other people's podcasts, watching documentaries, blah blah blah.
Yeah, no,
and so it's helped me a lot.
Yeah, that kind of weekly thing of it being in your head has been quite good.
Yeah. Also because you're conscious of, it's not just me and you having a conversation. You're putting out there some information, and you're conscious of it being the information being that it holds some water. We're not scientists, we're not psychologists or doctors or anything like that, but conscious of, just not like blurting out any kind of nonsense,
right?
And you're conscious of it, a level of responsibility, shall we say? So
let's say that
in that sense, making sure that you're listening and researching with a certain ear of responsibility.
They knew. I mean, I know. Yes. There is a responsibility. I thought that this podcast was going to die. Actually, how? I mean, this is a question. How? I never thought we would get to 100. That just seems like a stupid number. I thought we might die somewhere in the 20s, maybe.
Me too.
It would start fizzling out.
Yeah.
Somewhere. Just go longer and longer, and it would die. There are There are actually so many podcasts I have seen in the ADHD community that have sprung up. We're doing our first podcast, and then kind of just die. You don't hear about it ever again.
Well, I think it was you that told me that in the beginning that most podcasters don't get beyond 10 episodes.
Yes, almost like statistically, we are in the tiniest margins. I'm going to write in there what percentage of podcasts. I'm just writing into chat GBT. So podcasts get to 100 episodes. Let's see if chat GBT can chuck up something. I mean, it's having a think, but yeah, it's fewer than 7% of podcasts ever make it to their 100th episode. In another insight, only 1% of podcasts reach 100 episodes. So yeah,
Wow.
somewhere between that.
Okay. More chest
Mm-hmm.
bumps. More cake.
Chest bumps, more cake,
More
more tea,
energy.
more energy, more footwork.
Cool.
All right, so let's
Yeah.
look onwards
Mm,
to what we're going to be doing next,
okay.
which I think. Well, personally, I think this is a time when we can say, right, well, do we stop the podcast here, just go 100,
Yeah.
or do we carry
Yeah.
on? We just
Yeah.
blindly charge on ahead into the future.
What's it? To infinity and beyond.
Right. So,
Yeah.
I am committed to carrying on doing this podcast.
Oh, okay. I thought I was being dumped
about
on
you?
air.
No. Jesus
No,
Christ.
absolutely.
Absolutely. Goodbye, Martin. Nice knowing you. Fuck off.
Goodbye. Goodbye.
Goodbye. You know what? I believe David Bowie dumped his band, the Spiders from Mars, live on stage at the end of the concert. He's
Yeah.
sacked them all.
Yeah.
Blimey.
Well, you were actually involved with me when I actually split with a girlfriend while you were still at her house
Oh yeah.
at
that
4 o'clock in the morning.
Yep, that was fun.
Yeah. Get
You
out of my
you
house.
You splitting up with your girlfriend while I'm there, right there.
Yeah. Yeah, with your then girlfriend.
Yeah, with all the shouting and the running off and
Get out of my house.
oh,
It was actually the language is a bit fruitier than that.
I bet.
Oh, well.
Right, so
we kind of started a newish format, didn't we, about 8 or 9 episodes ago?
Yeah,
which are generally leaning onto like a little bit more of the entertainment side of ADHD and less of, we don't need
hardcore
to overlap with what all the other podcasts are doing on ADHD.
Yeah,
we've got stuff teed up.
Topsy.
We are. We've got like episodes that are coming up, like they're called ADHD and Zombies. No one else is doing that.
Who's doing that,
No
Paul?
one. No one else is doing it. No one. Just us.
Just us. Carving our own path. And in that way,
forging forth.
Right. This is really early doors, really early, but Mr. T, when we had Jenny Lucas on and she was talking about that she has a book coming up, and afterwards we went, maybe we should do a book.
Yeah.
Maybe we should do one.
Yeah.
So what did we go and do, Paul?
We're doing it.
Yeah, we're doing it. I mean, we're still early.
This is the first time it's been mentioned to anyone in a public way.
Right, but we are working on a book, and because Paul and I, this is unlike any other ADHD book that is out there.
Yeah,
it is so unique that I'm wondering whether it will ever be able to get published. Because
it's gonna be a challenge to find a publisher,
or we'll just publish it ourselves.
We know, or we might crowdfund it.
That's true.
And so we'll let you know, dear listeners, viewers.
It is something else. It feels like a cross between a coffee table book, because its design is just like it is going to be a work of art in of itself. And fucking funny.
When those words came out of your mouth, Martin, it's going to be like, the first thing that came to me instantly was, in the 70s, you had those kaleidoscopes. It was like a tube, and you'd look through it, and you'd twist it, and you'd get this like these like clashing prisms of light and colour.
Yeah.
That's the first thing that came to mind. It's like a book, like it's like a kaleidoscope in the form of an ADHD book.
Right.
You twist and turn, you look through it, and there's all kinds of unexpected things happen.
It is fucking crazy. So yeah. So we are working on it, and when we hit a milestone of it, we will let everyone know, and we will get everyone excited and jazzed up for it because it is.
So we've got some content already. We've got some content. Martin sent me a message. I think it was last Friday evening. He said, "So Paul, how many pages are we going to have?" Because we're like getting through the spreads now, and we've got quite a lot of content.
I
hate that word, content, but we've got a lot of stuff.
Spreads. Yeah,
spreads.
And we need more spreads. We need more spreads. More work. More fun crap. All right, so we'll keep everyone advised on that. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
All right. Well, let's jump in the tractor, Mr. T, and we're going to head over to Alexandra's Haunted Inn. Well, I would say not really, because we had the mayor's car for a long while.
Oh, that's true.
Now we
only had the tractor after the election.
Yeah.
And do you know what, Martin? I prefer the goddamn tractor.
So do I. All right.
No.
Well, I think we should just get in. We're back. We're in Alexandra's Haunted Inn, which, as we're getting into spooky season, I'm sure will get spookier as we go. But she's got she had a few comments on episode 99, which was about cookies and cakes. Firstly, she says, I don't like birthday cakes in general. Yeah.
She's got a point.
In general.
She's got a point. Now she's mentioned it, it's kind of it resonates, because you feel like you're expected to react to it, aren't you? If someone's gone to the effort and you're expected to go through the motions, oh wow, and I don't like it very much. I don't like the candles,
right?
And the light blowing out. I don't like blowing out candles,
right? Oh,
I don't like the
pressure,
the attention, the pressure.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I don't like. I mean, certainly American birthday cakes. They have this they go heavy on this buttercream icing, which is like clawing so much sugar. It's just makes me. And the sponge is usually like pants as well.
Italy, they go massive on sugar. A lot of sugar in Italian's got a major sweet tooth, so yeah.
She also says, because she's a chef, or was a chef, and we were talking about choux pastry. I've made millions of eclairs and choux in my life.
Wow.
I'm not surprised.
Oh, lovely.
I know, right? I know.
My sister used to do quite an unusual. She used to make the choux buns, so it'd be like profiteroles, but with raspberries as well, fresh raspberries on the top.
All right.
So you get that mixture of choux pastry, dark chocolate, and raspberries. It's very nice.
Classic combo. And her parting words are, by the way, this is directed at you, Paul. By the way, Italians buy Greek olive oil and sell it as Italian.
Calamata, guys. You can't beat that.
Beat that.
No, well, it's not quite true. There's a lot of... if you go to Puglia in the south, it's like you could drive from Bari Airport all the way to Calabria, and it's just all olives. And very good olives. So I don't know. I think the industrial, she's probably right in terms of the industrial olives. industrial level,
Right.
like major quantities. Yeah, definitely.
And I would have to agree with her. Kalamata olives, which are Greek, are the king of olives.
Yes, they're very nice. They're very, very
Yeah,
nice.
they are very,
I
very
like the
nice.
Kalamata pate as well. In Italy, you can get it in the form of a pate. It's mind blowing, and you can spread it on your bruschetta.
Nice. All right.
Yeah,
Well, do you want to
bruschetta,
remind
as you call it in the UK.
Bruschetta? Do
Bruschetta.
you want to remind our lovely public that how important their
About their
feedback is?
feedback. Is
Yeah.
this a bit about my feedback? Yes, your
Yeah.
feedback, dear listener, viewer, or both,
That's
is
you.
vital to us. Not just me, both of us,
That's
him
us.
and me. And we read all of your comments. We might read out yours on a future podcast.
Right. And we've already read out a bunch. And as I said, we are going to be reading out some of your stuff after this episode. So stick around for that. But what are we going to be doing next week to launch ourselves into the
Well, it was your
101th?
idea, so I think you should introduce it. This is yours.
All right. Well, I did think, it was episode 101, which reminded me of George Orwell's book 1984, where where room 101 is like where all the bad things happen, which reminded me of that show that is on in the UK, Room
Yes.
101,
With
where
Paul-
guests come on
Paul-
and they talk about things they hate and they want to put in Room 101. So I thought we would
with
do the same.
hosted by, well, now it's hosted by Frank Skinner, but for years it was hosted by Paul Merton, who I will controversially put forward as almost the how could I say it, doppelganger of the reputable Martin West. Whenever I watch Paul Merton, I think of Martin.
Jesus, that's
Yeah,
something.
it's weird.
I've
I
been
know, but you're similar.
I've been accused of looking like Phil Collins
Okay,
before,
right.
and yeah,
Paul Merton.
but Paul. All right, well, I'll take
And
that
as your
a
twin brother, I
compliment.
feel like, I'd have some kind of authority.
Well, unfortunately, he's funnier than me. All right, so next week we'll be kind of putting things into room 101.
Yeah, things we don't like.
We don't.
It'd be like a bit of a, what is that? A bit of a rant about stuff we don't like.
All right. Well, if you've commented, then stick around for a minute. We'll just go through the outro, and then we're going to get onto those messages. All right. So that just leaves me to say that ADHDville is delivered fresh every Tuesday to all purveyors of fine podcasts. Please subscribe to the pod and rate us most cosmic. And feel free to correspond outwardly in the comments. But wait, there's more. If you wish to see our beautiful faces, then sally forth to the YouTubes and the TikToks. And you can also pick up a quill and email us at adhdville@gmail.com. But in the meantime, be fucking kind to yourself.
And I beseech you, fellow ADHDers, fare thee well with gladness of heart.
Yeah.
There, says the mayor. That's that.
But it's not quite that because
But
we're
it's not, is it? Not quite that, is that?
To some messages. So maybe I should have said this in the main segment, but if you're listening to this, if you comment on us or whatever, then we really appreciate all your support for the last 100 episodes. It
makes a massive
amazing
difference, the feedback we get from you guys. That it just it really does keep you going. It feels like, you get to our age, you think, you don't need anyone's approval. Actually, you do.
It's nice to get a pat on the back, isn't it?
Yeah, totes.
All right. So I thought maybe we'll just go through and go down these. We'll just say them like one after the other.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
So do you want to start?
All right. From Neurospicy Services. Congratulations! !
Nice. Thank you. I've got Chris is A, and then we've got the gay flag and the
yes.
and she says congratulations, which is nice. Thank you, Chris.
Also from Katie, a ADHDable TM life. Holler that.
Right.
Holler that, as in holler, as in shout. Yeah.
Right. She was on episode 98.
Yes.
We got Sherry K. Congratulations. Here to support my friend and follow along for the journey. Thank you.
And next message we've got here is from Aeza. Okay. With lots of different icons on the end of that. Congratulations to you and Paul. 2 exclamation marks. You give me hope that ADHDers truly can do anything in the new technological age.
Ooh, I know.
Ooh, praise indeed.
And then we've got Alexandra, who's our kind of like who we speak about every week. There's lots of claps emojis, lots of party emojis. He says, "Congratulations! Hope you make a lot more. That needs a celebration and a cake." Well, I made a cake. I made the cake.
Martin made a cake. Martin went to some effort. Next is from Nest City Rollers. Wow, what an achievement. Well done for sticking to it. Lots of different emojis going on there.
Yeah, lovely. Yeah, so we've been friends for a long time. And we've got Sarah Northwood who says, "Fantabulous."
Fantabulous. And next one is from Cheesy Beanos. Congratulations.
Yeah, there's
Aye.
Deborah up in Scotland. And we've got Wolf Girl running. This is such a huge milestone. Keeping up with that amount of dedication is so huge with ADHD. It is, because it's not.
Damn right it is. Yeah, right.
It's not easy.
They're from ADHDistically me. That's quite an achievement. Well done, lads.
Right.
So you're a lad, Martin. We're both lads.
That's Jenny from episode 75.
Jenny. Okay, hello,
we'll
Jenny.
be getting her on. Then we've got Misdiagnosed Phoenix. Woohoo! Congratulations. 100.
Okay. And Nicola, brilliant. Congratulations. Yes, the consistency is fabulous.
I know, right? It is. Then we've got Whatever Lee says congrats.
And Lunette, major congratulations to you. With 4 exclamation marks.
And we've got Sunfish Baby. Well, friend, good friend of the pod. Well done. Grateful to you both for the dedication. Thanks for so many laughs and moments of resonance.
That's nice. I like that. Moments of resonance. Like that. Next, Sassy Ashley, NC. What's NC? Is that an American
North
thing?
Carolina.
Oh, really? Okay. Thank you for what you do from a neurospicy NC gal. Congratulations on 100 episodes. Woohoo! Thanks, Sassy Ashley.
And then Jersey Witch 3388. Congratulations.
Okay. Then from Rhett. Yay! Simple message there. Yay! 3 exclamation marks.
And Leslie Tory, congratulations. Keep up the great work. From
Tees for veggies. Tees for veggies. Congratulations. You're dedicated to this project, and willingness to take us along on your late stage realization has been very inspiring. So very impressive that you both have reached this milestone. Way to go. That's a really nice message. Thank you.
Yeah. And then we got Sirenaptic Minxie, which is our friend Carol, who comments a lot. So he says, "Congrats to you guys! Such an awesome achievement, my friend. Here's to 100 more." And
lovely. That's it.
And I've just checked on the TikToks. I've got one late one sliding in. our friend Headnooks. You know, Headnooks. He says, "Congratulations, guys! 100 episodes is immense, especially with ADHD. Over the moon for you both."
Oh, that's really nice. Thanks, everyone. That's really, really kind of you. Makes a massive. I can't underestimate. Or no, I can't overestimate what that means to us. It's great. Hello, radio silence.
Absolutely.
Can you hear me?
All right. Well,
Okay.
I don't actually have a way. You know what? I've thought about this and the scripting, but
Yes.
I'd actually have no way to actually end this. So
No.
you know what?
Well, I have.
Seeing as we
I've got a
won't
way.
hear this again, let's go with the intro. Let's go out with the new intro. How about that?
Yeah.
Are you in?
Yeah, I'm in. I just want to say before you do, I want to say thank you, Martin. It's been an absolute pleasure. I look forward to the next
What's going on?
100.
Yep.
Okay. Hello. Are we? we're
Thank
not
you,
synced
Paul.
for-
Thanks for being
Okay.
my ADHDville wingman as
Yes.
mayor and ex mayor.
Yes.
All right, let's wave goodbye.
More cake, Martin. More cake, Martin.
I've dropped cake on myself.
Lovely.